So, how long have you been having lessons with LVBA?
I've been training with LVBA for almost 2 years now.
Mm-hmm. And do you want to talk a little bit about the progress you've made?
It's really crazy when looking back to sort of what we've done, you know, going from the basics to intermediate to advanced and looking at all the different things that we do in each of those levels. And I just, looking back at even the beginning process, the fact that I'm still able to use some of those techniques in what I'm doing now is so great.
Well, what are you the most surprised about in your progress? Was there a time that you started to do something and you were like, oh my goodness, I didn't know that I could do that?
I'm pretty fortunate that I've always had like a fairly good range, but since working with Loic, like it's really cool. Like it's just expanded so much and it's been really great.
How would you say you describe Loic as a mentor?
He's very passionate. Yeah. He's not necessarily harsh. I just think that sometimes because he is so passionate, that passion can come across as intense, I guess.
Yeah,
and
definitely.
and obviously because he wants you to do the best that you can, that it comes across as that, but in the best way, because then you become a better performer out of it. So
yeah, absolutely.
it's worth it.
What would you tell somebody who wanted to have lessons with training with LVBA?
Come in 100% committed.
Mm-hmm.
Don't do anything, excuse the language, but half-assed, essentially. Well, Loic will know, and it comes across as fake. And one of the great things with LVBA is that they teach us authenticity, especially when it comes to characters. And so, you know, you've got to put in the work for that.
Absolutely. Well, is there anything you would warn them about necessarily?
It's not about you. It's about the character. It's about the audience. It's about the experience that you can give to the audience.
Yeah. What do you think about the method that Loic uses?
It's the best method that I've come across. I've had previous singing coaches in the past, and while they have, you know, taught me a fair bit, they've only really taught the very bare minimum in comparison to what I've learned with Loic.
Loic has a reputation of being quite straightforward and not sugarcoating anything when it comes to feedback. What could you have to say about that?
That's very true.
Yep.
Yeah, you know, he doesn't sugarcoat anything, which in my opinion is a really good thing, because you know, why would you want someone to say, oh, this is fantastic, this is good, when it's not, and it's not going to be the best of your ability. You come to train to do the best that you can so that you can actually make something of yourself.
Yeah. So would you say your self-confidence has improved?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
I've got a lot more confidence now. Before, I was always really quite scared to go to auditions. Like I would say, oh, you know, I want to audition. I want to do musical theatre and everything. But then when it came to it, I would be like, I don't know what to do when it comes to it in the end. And so since actually having lessons with LVBA, it's been just in general, like just performing vulnerably, like to people. I think it's just, my self-confidence has grown in that aspect for sure.
Awesome. So then have you had any other opportunities with work since you started? Any new exciting auditions or parts or anything like that?
Definitely. I mean, I was really grateful to be a part of Spamalot, and I was very happy to be a part of that, and it had been a while since I'd done a show, so it was really great to be a part of that. And then Mary Poppins as well, so yeah. And I probably wouldn't have pushed myself to do those things had it not been for LVBA.